few years ago, I led a fast-growing online community. Hundreds of new members joining, constant activities, and what felt like endless momentum. Everything looked great until it wasn't. One day, I made a decision that I thought would make the community even better, and it backfired completely. See, most community managers, including me at that time, think that growth equals progress. The more features, the more events, the more updates you push out, the better your community becomes. So, when I wanted to boost engagement, I thought the answer was simple: build faster, plan bigger, and launch more. But I was wrong because more doesn't always mean better. The truth is, you can't build for your community without building with them. And the moment I forgot that, things began to fall apart. My name is John Dupe, and I've been managing and building online communities for over a few years now, from creative collectives to tech learning spaces. In one of the learning communities with over 1,000 members, engagement used to drop drastically after the first few weeks. When I launched a new initiative without involving the members, participation crashed even further, almost overnight. That was actually my wake-up call. After that, I knew I needed something new. I knew I needed a new approach. So I jumped on a call with somebody who was like probably a year ahead of me to tell me what they did. And they told me to start a personal experiment to review trust and engagement from the ground up. Instead of launching new ideas alone, I co-created with members. Every week, we build in public, one post, tested event formats, and iterated based on the feedback from the community. I wanted to see what would happen if I stopped managing and started listening. Are you listening? And here is what I learned. Listen isn't passive. It is powerful. It is one of the most powerful tools or things that a community manager can actually embody. When members felt seen, they don't just participate, they take ownership. And they start hosting session, leading discussion, keeping the energy alive without me constantly pushing for it. That is when I realized that community leadership isn't about control, it is about co-creation. So, if you are building a community right now, here are three lessons I learned from that session and that experiment I had with my community. Number one, don't build in isolation. Before you launch anything new, ask your members what they actually want. Even a three-question poll can save you from weeks of wasted efforts. Yeah, it saved me a lot because I had to pull in a poll and ask my members, what do you want? Do you want this or do you want that? And at the end of the day, when they voted, I went ahead with what was voted. Lesson 2, feedback is a feature, it's not a favor. I started treating feedback as part of every rollout. Yes, you need to think of feedback immediately when you want to roll out something. And also after you roll out something, it is important as community managers to ask for feedback and treat feedback as something that is part of your features. And feedback is not an afterthought. It kept numbers involved and made every change felt like it was ours. So when I received the feedback from my community members, I reiterated again during the next event or during the next rollout of a particular software or a particular feature. Lesson 3, empower your early adopters. In every community, there are people who care deeply, and your job as a community manager is to identify them, invite them into decision making of the community, and you multiply your engagement naturally. So I need you as a community manager to always take note of people who are willing to adopt things in your community, who are always engaging, and that would naturally increase your engagement. Once I started cooperating instead of commanding, everything shifted. Engagement tripled, members started leading initiatives. And the best part, I no longer felt like I was dragging the whole community uphill alone. When you build with people, they stay, not because they have to, but because they want to. Now it is your turn. Pick just one of these strategies or initiatives. Start small, measure the impact, then layer in the others over time, step by step, like I always encouraged. If the story hits home with you, check out my last video, how to keep members coming back. It will show you how to turn that trust into long-term engagement. Also, if you are following my 90 days community management challenge, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. I post one video every week on what is actually working in 2025. That one mistake, launching without listening, taught me more than any course or playbook ever could. Communities don't fail because people stop caring. They fail because they stop feeling seen. So before you launch your next big idea, pause, ask, listen, and build together with your community members. In my next video, I'll be sharing how to create community advocates or ambassadors, like you call them, for your community. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.